Oh, why you no game?
The Jewel Master Reborn.
Hello out there, all you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you very much for lending me your time and your ear and listening into another Why You Know Game video. And this time, I don't know how many of you recognize this game from the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive. I actually don't know how the European and Japanese covers for this game looked. But flipped it the wrong way. Jewel Master. This is a game I still play. I still play this game. Mostly because I've never beaten it. It's a weird thing. It's like a lot of my Sega Genesis games, I can get to the end of them, but I can't beat them. And I sit down and rack my brain like, why can't I beat this? This game is legitimately hard. Especially if you've never played it before, you're not going to know the ins and outs of certain situations and how to deal with certain bosses. So it is definitely a steep learning curve when you get this game started. I mean, the first level or two are kind of easy. After that, it's like you're walking across a plateau and then you just drop off a cliff. That's kind of how the difficulty ramps up in this game, especially towards the end of the game and the way it works. You have to collect these rings that have different elemental jewels on them. They're like 4 for fire, 4 for earth, 4 for wind, and 4 for water. And you have to collect all of them. You can make it to the end of the game without all of them, but you will not complete this game without having every single ring. You have to make sure you have all of them. If you don't, you're screwed, because the only way to make the weapon that can kill the final boss is to have the 4 master rings. So you literally have to make sure you get every ring in this game. But I mean, I figured out how to make the weapon and fight him, but I've never beaten him because I can't figure out his pattern, which is what screws me over. That said, I really would love to see this game get this. See, the bad thing is stuff like this. This is what I think should get HD remasters. Stuff like this, because it's old. It's been off the market for a while, and currently people are having this thing with fantasy adventures, and that's exactly what this is. So why not bring that type of stuff back? And I'm looking at Sega, y'all could do this. It's not like this. It's not like you don't have access to these games. Obviously, you do. So this is something I think would do well with an HD remaster or a 3DS port, where it gets the enhancement with the 3D. Either way, it's something that I can see deserving to get updated, introduce people to the world of Jewel Master, and actually name the character. I think literally his name in the instruction manual is the Jewel Master. He doesn't actually have a name, even though the final boss has a name. I think his name is Jardin or something like that, something around those lines. And I'm like, I want to see this game happen again. I would love to see this get ported, get a remaster. Only thing I wouldn't want them to do is to make a dumbed down, easy version of the game for people to play because it's too difficult. That I wouldn't want them to do. I want it to be just as difficult. Update it with some things, make the character be able to run and stuff like that. Maybe make some new obstacles and things that weren't possible back then. But outside of that, keep the game generally true to what it was. Don't make it any less difficult than what it was. Don't make it any less fun than what it was. Just give it an update. I would love to see this get an update. I promise you, I would be jumping for joy through the roof if this got a remake and was redone for today. 2D HD sprites. I wish more companies used them. Or if they didn't want to do that, do it in a cel-shaded look, because it's a fantasy adventure, and that could possibly lead to actually making a series for it. And that's where my mind is always going to be. they could revive a lot of these old franchises or old one-offs that they have not gone anywhere with, and it could really be special for like, look, there's got to be something to reinvigorate the gaming industry to give us something different instead of having a bunch of shooters and a bunch of highly realistic looking games. Like, while Nintendo might be one of the few to feed the opposite end of that, there needs to be more of that. That way, there's more variety. And Jewel Master would be awesome. I would, again, I would go get it. I would buy it. I have a copy of Jewel Master. I can play it anytime. I can put it in my Genesis right now and play it if I want to. Every time I play this game, I make it to the end. I just never finish it because the boss is just that damn hard. I know I can do it, and I'm not looking up any guides or anything. I refuse for this game to look up any sort of guide because I played the game enough to actually be good enough to get to the end of it by myself and figure out how to create the weapon. So I do not at all want to waste all that effort and look up somebody else's playthrough. Like, I don't like, no. Like, I've been playing this game since what, this game came out in 1991, and I think we got our Genesis in 92, 93. I've been playing this game for a long time. I've really been playing Jewel Master for a long time. So I'm looking at him like, I want this. I so want this. I want that to happen. But that's really it. Like, I'll admit, the controls are really stiff and like, but it's an old game. That's why I'm proposing an update for it. It would be awesome. But thank you guys very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears up for more of my stuff. And until the next time, enjoy your games. Peace out.